is Laurie Larson with the Wealthy LaLa Show. So, thank you for being here today. And I'm really excited about this. This show has been talking to me and asking to be created. And that might sound really weird to some people who have not heard wording that way. But what I've discovered over the last few years is that everything is actually a creation and has its own as I say, beingness or entity of sorts. So, just like a car, just like a house, everything was a thought before it became a creation. So that's actually the same thing with a radio show. So here I am today. I wanted to give a little shout out to Erica Glessing, www.ericaglessing, glessing.com. She was such a huge part of this podcast slash radio show slash, you know, 15 minutes of inspiration every day, Monday to Friday. And she's just amazing at what she does. And so if you desire to create a podcast, she is definitely a person you could reach out to. She also creates books and many other things. So I'd like to thank her so much for being such a huge contributor to this being created, this show, The Wealthy LaLa. So today is the first show, and I am super excited. This is going to be playing on Monday, December 24th, and so at 2018. So it's actually Christmas Eve, and I thought the podcast slash show wanted to start in the new year, and it didn't. It was like, hurry up, lady, let's get started. So here we are today. And, for the time being, and what seems really fun is each day is going to have kind of a theme. So Mondays are going to be Majestic Mondays. So here we are. And, I really get that the target of that is to, or the purpose, or whatever you want to call it, is really to start our weeks off majestically. And like, what is majestic for you? And one of the things I've been tapping into lately is lions. So I am a Leo. And through some of the meditations that I've been doing lately, it actually asks us to pick a symbol that we would like to, that actually embodies the energies or like the descriptions or the feelings of what we would like to create in our life. And what I really realized is that a lion for me is like a majestic being. It's like royalty. It's an animal that is just so incredibly confident with itself and has such a sense of knowing. There's just no doubt there. There's this courage and vitality and ease and beauty and for me, the word majestic comes into that, like the royalty of the majesty of the lion. And so Majestic Mondays, how can we bring this into your week this week? And especially with it being a Christmas week, a week of lots of family and friends, how can this be something that can contribute to you this show today, to create some ease, some fun, some joy, knowing that it really can be a time of fun. It really can be a time of ease that may look different for all of us. It may look like a lot of family functions, just a few family functions. It may look like friend and family functions, or it may even look like you working. And it may look like you even spending the holiday season yourself, by yourself, and whatever that is for you. So knowing that this crazy, awesome life that we are living at this time, there is so much choice. And what kind of choices are going to create ease and fun and joy with all of this for you. So in our family, we actually have quite a few family functions that we're attending this year. When you actually listen to this one, I'll have already attended one. So on the 23rd, which is the Sunday, here in Alberta, Canada, which is where I am located from, on a beautiful farm about an hour northeast of Edmonton. So you can find it on the map if you're curious. And so we're going to be having my family, like with my parents and my brother and our kids and my brother's kids. We're going to be having our family function on the 23rd. On the 24th, which is Christmas Eve, we'll be celebrating it with my husband's family, who has, jeepers, what is that word? I'm trying to think, what's the word called? His family traditions, I guess, are on Christmas Eve. So his family originates from Denmark, and so we're going to be celebrating Christmas with my husband's family, his mother, who is still alive, and his brothers, and we'll be doing that on the 23rd. And then, 24th. And then on the 25th, we are actually going to be joining our daughter's in-laws family. And so, yeah, that's what we're choosing this year. That's what we're creating, and that's what's actually will be fun for us. And, so just really looking at what could be created, how difficult sometimes the Christmas season can be for you, whether you've lost a loved one, whether you are across provinces or states or countries from your loved ones, or whether you're choosing something different. Maybe you've recently had a divorce or a separation. Just really what I found is asking questions about what would actually create more for you. Now, this is opening a whole can of worms. And this is things that I plan on chatting about over the future, however many shows end up being created, is the ability to know what you know for you, to have ways to discover what is true for you, and to have the joy of asking questions and how that can contribute to your life. Like, honestly, for about 7 years, I took a bunch of classes, and what I discovered through them was that I know what I know and that I can ask questions. And that has just opened up something in my world that gave me, oh gosh, it gave me a sense of knowing and a sense of belonging and a sense of empowerment within myself that I am so incredibly grateful for. So with this, show as it goes on, and with each fun day, because we got Majestic Mondays, we got Tasty Tuesdays, which I'm intending on sharing, recipes and other fun, tasty things. Wisdom Wednesdays, Thankful Thursdays, and I'm going to end off each week with a bang with Fun Fridays. So, pick the shows that are going to be the ones that are going to light you up. And, and for now, I just really want to encourage you to have a lovely time as much as you can throughout this family festive holiday season, family friend festive holiday season, and and even if that means you're just being friends with you, how much fun could you have choosing that too? And what I love to ask about things is, what's right about this? And if you are a person who is working and you are a person who is going to be spending time with yourself, or you're a person who's going to be going to family or friend functions, and all of that you're feeling, disappointed with or unhappy with, may you be able to look at it from a perspective of what's right about this. When you ask questions, and I like to call it the universe. So whether you call it God, the universe, God's source, or intuition, whatever you want to call it for you, please substitute. I will mostly call it the universe just because that's what seems to work for me. When you ask a question of the universe and you say, what's right about this? What's right about this I'm not getting? What's right about what has been, showing up in my life, and the fact that I have family functions that a person maybe doesn't want to go to, too many family functions, or you have no family functions and you're working. What is right about that you can allow yourself to be invited to something different? Is it asking something different of you? Is it inviting you to a different possibility? Is it inviting you to see the gift that you be at work? Is it inviting you the gift to see that you be with your family or with your friends? Or is it inviting you to see what a gift you be to you, and how much fun can you have with all of that? And when I first started looking at things like that, like what's right about this, I know that I struggled a bit because I was so used to going to the wrongness and believing that the heaviness that I was feeling was actually more right than the lightness of a different possibility. And so over the last, handful of years, I've really invited myself to perceive something different, to know something different, to be something different, and to receive something different. And I'd love to invite that perspective to you. Allow this season and each and every single day of your life to be something that you can receive as a gift. And I just wanted to give a little bit of a background to myself, since this is my first show, is that I am a mother of 3 beautiful grown adult children. I have 2 lovely grandsons, and I have another grandbaby cooking. And I am married to a lovely man. We've been married for over 30 years, and we've been together for, golly gee, in January here, I think we're going on something like 37 years or something, 36. It's 37 actually. Yes. So it's been a while. And what I desire to share with this show as it goes forward is just, things from my life that are real, raw, vulnerable, funny, inspiring, and hopefully they're little tidbits that can assist you in enjoying your life. And I always thought that, because you hear all this stuff that life should be, you got to have the really big house, or you got to have the really big trips, and you got to have the Lamborghini, and you got to make millions of dollars. And I am not saying that that's wrong, because if that's what lights you up, you go for it. But I want to be one of those people that shows that you can enjoy your life in a 1,000-square-foot home, out on a farm, where most people would think was the middle of nowhere, that you can be a mom, that you can be a grandma, that you can be a wife, and that you can be a person that has what could look like just a average everyday life, and it can be majestic. And it can be majestic in what that looks like for you. And that's who I want to be and share and, contribute to this world. And I feel like I've really kind of found my way with my life. I made myself wrong for having done other radio shows, which are actually in archives on the internet, Blog Talk and A to Zen, which is now Inspired Choices Network. And I really feel like I have found something that is really, truly me, the wealthy LaLa. And I desire to be the wealthy LaLa. And I even asked myself, what would a wealthy LaLa do if I was choosing to go to this family function, or choosing to stay home, or as I'm looking after my grandkids, or I'm hanging around with other people? Like, who would that person be in this situation? That, who do I be that embodies that? If that makes sense. Anyways, I can't believe it. We are already at the 15 minutes, and I want to keep it short and sweet each day just to inspire you to a new possibilities, to new possibilities, to a new possibility, however. And yeah, I want to thank you so much for listening. If you would like to know more or to reach out to me, you can find me on Facebook. I do have a Facebook page called The Wealthy LaLa with Laurie Larson. And I also will have an Instagram page. And my website is www.laurie, L-A-U-R-I-E, Larson, Larsen.com. So thanks so much for listening again, and truly just have fun with this holiday season as it moves through and goes forward in the way that makes it majestic for you. Big hugs, and I'll talk to you again.